Hi everyone, welcome to Learning Math with VK. Today we explore lesson 20 in algebra, applications using rational equations. Application in collaborative work. Example, a program to put homeless back to work hires 3 individuals. Worker A can clean the city downtown public restroom in 40 hours. Worker B in 30 hours and worker C in 30 hours. The public restroom need to be cleaned every 12 hours to attract tourists. Is there a need to hire an additional homeless person? Explain. To answer the question, we want to figure out the time it takes for these 3 individuals to work together. Okay. We know worker A can clean public restroom in 40 hours. So in 1 hour, worker A can get 1/40 of the job done. Similarly, worker B can get 1/30 of the job done, and worker C can get 1/30 of the job done in 1 hour. So if they work together, then they're gonna finish the work in T hour. Right? So T multiplied to working together, meaning add them up, and it will get 100% of the work. Right. So what is this? This the we have a T/40 plus T/30 plus T/30 equal 100% is 1. Ta-da! That is a rational equation. And then we can solve for this equation by get rid of the fraction and multiply by the LCD. Let's just factor this out. So we have a T/40 is 4 times 10. T/30 is 3 times 10. T/30 is similar 3 times 10. This equal 1. Meaning that the LCD here is a product of distinct factors. So 4 times 3 times 10. Right. Okay. Next, we multiply both sides by the LCD. So multiply this by 4 times 3 times 10. And this side by 4 times 3 times 10. Then we have 4 times 3 times 10 T/4 times 10 plus 4 times 3 times 10 T/3 times 10 plus 4 times 3 times 10 T/3 times 10 equal to 4 times 3 times 10. Okay. Get rid of the common factor. Ta-da! We have 3T plus 4T plus 4T equal 120. 3T plus 4T plus 4T is 11T equal 120. Divide both sides by 11, then T is 10.9. We see that 10.9 is less than 12. So there's no need to hire another worker. Let's take a look at another application. Application in biology. To estimate the number of bats in a lake, a wildlife biologist randomly catch 50 bats, then tag and release them to the lake. The biologist nets 112 bats later and finds 7 bats tagged in the net. What is the estimated number of bats in the lake? we use ratio to do this problem. So the ratios of target bass ratio in the net must be the same as the ratio in the lake. Ratio in the net is 7/112. In the lake is 50 over. We don't know how many bass. This will be x. We can solve this problem using a cross multiplication. So cross multiply. 7 times x is the same as 50 times 112. Divide both sides by 7. And we have x equal to 800. So 800 bass in the lake. Another application is an example in physics. The thrown force varies inversely with the square of the distance from an object. When a person throws a tennis ball while standing 7 feet from an object, the force hitting the object is 36 pounds. What is the force when the distance is 35 feet? First, we need to look at this statement here. Force vary inversely with the square of the distance. That means force is equal to some number k over distance square. We can use the given information to find k. This is the given information right here. Use it to find k. Use info to find k. And all we do the substitution. So we know the force is 36 pounds. We don't know k, but then we know the distance is 7 square according to the formula. And from here, we do the cross multiplication because 36 is the same as 36 over 1. And so, ta-da! We'll have 36 times 7 square equal k. K is 1764. So once we figure out k, then we do one substitution. Sub. Then we know that the force is 1764 over distance square. Force is written as F 1764 over distance d square. And then from here we can figure out what is the force when the distance is 35 feet. The number 35 feet here, you can sub it into the distance. So that means the force is 1764 over 35 square. And plug this into the calculator. That gives us approximately 1.44 pounds. As expected, because the further you stand from the object, the less force is going to hit the object. We have one more application. Application in fly. In a flight of an aircraft, the point of no return P is a point in which the time it takes to get to a destination is the same as the time it takes to return to an origin. A plane fly a 3458-mile trip from New York to London encounters a 50-mile tailwind. If the speed of the plane in still air is 600 miles per hour, can the plane turn back to New York for an emergency landing after 1,600 miles of flight. Explain. Let's sketch out a picture, right? So we have the origin is New York. We fly to London. Total trip is 3458 miles. The point of no return is somewhere right here. We don't know. So pick a point right here. That's P, the point of no return. The distance from New York to the point of no return is X. So I mean the distance from the point of no return to London is 3458 minus X. Because of the tailwind, when we go from New York to London, we fly a little faster. Tailwind 50 mph. That would be a plus. When we go back, we're gonna encounter, if you fly back, then you're gonna encounter that headwind. So if you fly back, then you're gonna do minus 50 mph. Okay. Speed here is the from New York to London is 600 plus 50, 650 miles per hour. And then the speed from London to New York is 600 minus 50, which is 550 miles per hour. Now let's take a look at the point of no return. The point of no return is said at the time from P2 New York is equal to time from P2 London. Time is distance divided by speed. Distance over speed. Distance over speed. We know the distance is x. The speed is. Got to be a little careful here. When we fly back to New York from the point P, we encounter the headwind. Now the speed is 550 miles per hour. Distance from P to London is 3458 minus x. The speed from P to London, we have the tailwind, so we fly faster. Right? 650 miles per hour. Oh, it's a rational equation. You have to do the cross multiply. Six 50x equal to 550 times 3458 minus x. 650x equal to 550 multiply to, well, distribute the 550. 3458 minus 550x. Then from here we can combine like term. Add 550x on both sides. That would get us 1200x, and it is equal to 550 times 3458. Next, divide both sides by 1200. and x would be 1584.92. Unfortunately, this is less than 1600 miles. Meaning that the plane already passed the point of no return, which means that it cannot go back. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy the content of the video. Please like and subscribe to help the channel grow. I'll see you in the next video.